Let me be honest with you for a second. You have tried to build a workout habit before. You started strong, maybe even felt unstoppable for a few days. And then, life happened. You missed one session, then another, and suddenly weeks passed and you were back at zero feeling worse than when you started. That cycle is not a character flaw. It is not laziness. It is not weakness. It is something that happens to almost everyone who approaches fitness the wrong way. And today I am going to show you exactly why that happens and what actually works instead. Here is what nobody tells you. The difference between the people who completely transform their bodies and the people who stay stuck is not motivation. It is not willpower. It is not even genetics. It is one specific habit structure that rewires how your brain relates to movement itself. And once you understand this, everything changes. Before we go further, if you are serious about this and you want a structured path laid out for you rather than trying to figure it all out on your own, we have related programs linked down below in the video description. The people who are using them right now are seeing results that used to take them years to achieve happening in a fraction of that time. Do not wait until you have wasted another month going in circles. The link is right there waiting for you. Now let us talk about where you actually are right now, because I want you to feel seen in this. You wake up some mornings and you genuinely want to change. There is this burning desire inside you that says today is the day. You think about the version of yourself you want to become. You picture it so clearly. More energy. Feeling strong when you look in the mirror. Keeping up with the people and the activities you love without running out of breath or aching for days afterward. And for a moment that vision is so real you can almost touch it. Then the alarm goes off again. Your body is tired, your schedule is already packed, the workout you planned feels enormous and far away, and the couch, the extra hour of sleep, the easier path, those things are right there, immediate, comfortable, available, so you choose them. And then the guilt arrives, that familiar heavy weight of another promise you made to yourself that you broke. And the worst part is that the guilt does not just disappear, it compounds. Every skipped session adds another layer until the whole idea of working out starts to feel loaded with shame and dread rather than possibility. I want you to hear this clearly. That is not your fault. The way most people approach building a workout habit is fundamentally backwards. They rely on big bursts of motivation, they set dramatic goals, they try to go from zero to hero overnight. And the human brain is literally wired to resist exactly that. It perceives the dramatic change as a threat and finds every possible reason to protect you from it. The research on habit formation is strikingly consistent on this point. The brain does not respond well to size. It responds to repetition. It responds to signal and reward. When you understand that, you stop fighting your brain and you start working with it. And that is when everything accelerates. Here is the core of what transforms everything. The workout habit that actually sticks is not about duration. It is not about intensity, at least not at first. It is about showing up every single day, even if it is only for 5 minutes. Even if you only do a handful of movements, the act of showing up sends a signal to your brain that says, this is who I am now. And that signal, repeated consistently, begins to reshape your identity at the deepest level. Think about what happens over 30 days when you show up every single day regardless of how short the session is. Your brain starts to expect it. Your body starts to crave it. The resistance that used to feel like a wall begins to dissolve. And then something remarkable happens. You start adding more without even forcing it, because the habit is already embedded. The action is already automatic. You are no longer spending energy deciding whether to work out. You are just doing it because that is what you do now. Imagine 60 days into that consistency. Your energy levels have shifted noticeably. Things that used to exhaust you feel manageable. You are sleeping better. Your mood has stabilized in ways people around you are starting to notice. You walk differently. You carry yourself differently. There is a quiet confidence that has nothing to do with how you look and everything to do with the fact that you have been keeping promises to yourself every single day. That feeling compounds the same way the guilt used to compound, except now it is building you up instead of tearing you down. And at 90 days, the transformation is visible. Not just in the mirror, in your entire life. Because here is what nobody connects but should. The discipline you build in the gym bleeds into every other area. The people who build a consistent workout habit report dramatic improvements in their professional performance, their relationships, their financial decisions, their ability to handle stress. It is not magic. It is neuroscience. You are literally strengthening the part of your brain responsible for self-regulation and decision-making every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself. The cost of not doing this is worth sitting with for a moment because it is real, and it is heavy. 5 years from now, you will either be the person who finally cracked this, who built the habit, who is living in a body that feels alive and capable and strong, or you will be a version of yourself that is slightly more tired, slightly more disconnected from your own potential, looking back at this exact moment wondering why you did not start. Those two futures are separated not by talent or luck. They are separated by a decision you make today. The people who are already on the other side of this transformation are not special. They are not more disciplined by nature. Many of them spent years in the same cycle you might be in right now. They simply found the right structure and the right approach, and they followed it. They stopped relying on willpower and started building systems. They stopped making the habit enormous and started making it undeniable. And the results they achieved in 90 days outpaced what they had failed to achieve in years of inconsistent effort on their own. Here is what the actual habit looks like in practice. You anchor your workout to something you already do every single day, a ritual that already exists in your life. Morning coffee, brushing your teeth, whatever that anchor is, your workout attaches to it. You remove every possible barrier the night before, clothes laid out, plan already decided, duration kept short enough that your brain cannot argue with it. You do not wait to feel motivated. You do not negotiate with yourself. You trigger the anchor, you execute the plan, you finish, and you acknowledge the win. That acknowledgement is critical. Your brain needs to register the reward to reinforce the loop. Over time, the loop becomes as automatic as any other deeply embedded behavior in your life. You do not think about it any more than you think about other things that are simply part of who you are. The identity shift is everything. When you go from thinking I am trying to work out to thinking I am someone who works out, the game is over. You have already won. Because identity drives behavior far more powerfully than any motivational speech or ambitious goal ever will. Now here is your moment. Everything I have described today, the habit structure, the identity shift, the progressive system that builds without burning you out, there is a comprehensive roadmap for it. We have related programs linked down below in the video description. And before you tell yourself, you will come back to it later. Understand something. The version of you that keeps saying later is the same version that has been circling this transformation for months or years without arriving. The people who are getting results right now made one decision to not let this be another moment that passed. That decision is available to you right now. The link is below. Your future self is already waiting.